What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here with The Distance. We got a fancy matchup for you guys. Klitschko versus Klitschko. I was going to do this for 100, but I'm not doing it for 100. I'm just going to do this right now. Wladimir Klitschko versus Vitali Klitschko. You know, the Klitschko brothers, the heavyweight champions in the division, will never face each other, no matter how much money you put on the table. I had a video just now on, the brothers and money that I just recorded. And I'm putting this one up today as well. Fancy matchup, Wladimir Klitschko versus Vitali Klitschko. So, let's get into it. Wladimir Klitschko currently the WBA, WBO, IBF, and IBF, WBA, WBO, and Ring Magazine, IBO heavyweight champion, and Vitali is the WBC heavyweight champion. So this bout puts together, two champions in the heavyweight division. And the winner of this fight is going to be the first fight in 6 years since Bernard Hopkins that wins every single one of the alphabet soup belts, including the IBO. So, like I said, it's never going to happen, but it is what it is. We all know, we can really break down the styles of both fighters. Vitali Klitschko is the more action-packed fighter. He's not as technical as Wladimir, but he's one of those fighters. He's aggressive, and he uses his tools to be aggressive. He uses his reach. He cuts off the ring. He throws a high volume of punches, and he's one of those guys that will take one but give at least 3 or 4 right back. He throws very good combinations using his jab, and it finds a very nice jab rhythm. And he's another fighter that can knock you out using the jab or wear you down using the jab. Both fighters have a good right hand shot. Both of them, and on the other side, Wladimir is technical. Wladimir uses movement. He uses kind of a different assortment of punches. He does have a stiffer left jab, which most of the time sets up his right hand. When he has enough leverage, he uses his left hook. When you stand in front of him and he has enough leverage, he'll use that. Inside, he does try to unleash the uppercut, but he doesn't really unleash it until late. He doesn't necessarily admire his work. Doesn't really take any risk. He's, you could say robotic, methodical, but at the end of the day, you gotta say the man is pretty much skilled at what he does. He's, like I said, I think personally that he is the heavyweight champion, though many can argue that. But me, I will say he is the heavyweight champion. I think he's faced the better opposition over the last 2-3 years since Vitali returned to face Sam Peter, with Ruslan Shagayev, Eddie Chambers, and now David Haye. I believe he's faced a better opposition, and he deserves to be called the champion of that division, though, like I said, many can argue his brother fought Albert Sosnowski, Shannon Briggs, Juan Carlos Gomez, and defeated a young, undefeated Chris Arreola, which was actually a decent fight, if you ask me. That was actually one of the first fights I had called here on YouTube, and I was around off for that one. But with this bout, I think it's all about taking risk and finding a rhythm. I think the one who finds the rhythm is the one who wins this fight. Now, Vitali takes risk. He comes forward. He cuts off the ring. And I haven't seen him cut off the ring against... I take that back. I have seen him cut off the ring against the bigger fighter. Sorry about that. He has cut off the ring. He does use his jab combinations, and he pressures using his jab. And, he gets... he likes to step in front of his opponents. And also has the better chin. He's not afraid to be hit. He doesn't, as soon as he gets hit, because you can see with Wladimir still, when he gets hit, he kind of startles a little bit. He holds and clinches right onto you. With his brother is just as big as he is, so it might be a lot harder to clinch. He's bigger than he is. He has a good chin. He's well conditioned, and he's going to take risks compared to other Klitschko opponents. He'll take risks and he'll come forward. Now, something that Wladimir might do well in a bout like this is he might catch him slipping a few times and hit him with the check left hook, which is what I think he's been trying to use that check left hook a little bit more in his bouts. And also, you could pretty much say he might use a lot of movement, that stiff jab on the outside, and just utilize that to the best of his advantage. Just stay outside, not get hit. But there's so much that you could say about this bout. To me, we all know this. Vitali is the better fighter. Wladimir is the better boxer. It's boxing versus fighting. Sometimes, fighting prevails over boxing. Iran Barkley over Thomas Hearns have proven that. And I can name another one, Mayorga over Forrest. The first time, fighting prevailed over boxing. But in this specific bout, I'm actually going to go with Vitali to win it. I think Vitali will come forward. I think he will jab, and pretty much try to use the jab to negate that movement of Wladimir. He will probably get inside his foot, because I know Wladimir will not fight him in the pocket. And if he does, he's going to hit him with a straight right, and he's going to move right away. I like Vitali because he follows his shots up a lot more than Wladimir. Wladimir will throw a single shot and bore you to death with a single shot, and just use his movement. That's just how he does. He'll hit you with a single shot. Sometimes he does admire his work a little bit. You see the extent of that shot, but Vitali is one of those types. He'll get hit and he'll hit you back a few more times. And I think with his brother, it will be hard to hold him the entire bout, because his brother is just about the same size he is. He's about 6 pounds bigger, a little bit taller, reaches just as long. So it's going to be hard for 12 rounds to come forward, hit him with that one big shot, and then get hit, and then have the shot returned a couple times and clinch. It exerts a lot of energy, and so I think that Vitali would actually knock out Wladimir in like 11 rounds. At this point, years ago, if you asked me about 6-7 years ago, who will win, I think that big brother beats little brother. Again, I think, like I said, I think the experience of the older brother also plays well to Vitali's advantage. I think the experience factor as well. I don't think it would be a bout where he would get old overnight, but at this point, I think that the older brother, and both of them have been at each other's fights. They know what each other bring to the table. But me being an older brother, I gotta go with the older brother. Older brother beats little brother. Anyway, peeps, that was Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.